a prospect that seemed interested, but then simply didn't buy? You nailed the presentation. You answered all their questions and you laid out the perfect plan, but they still walked away? That's because you were talking to the wrong part of their brain. You were trying to convince the rider, the logical, rational part of their brain, when it's actually the elephant, the emotional side, that is making those decisions. Let me tell you about a salesperson that I worked with personally. He was frustrated because he kept getting, "I need to think about it," or "let me check with my spouse." He was explaining all of the features of the policy, the coverage amounts, the different product types, premium costs, but it simply wasn't landing with his prospects. We made one simple shift. We stopped selling to the rider and started selling to the elephant. We helped him uncover the prospect's emotional drivers, the fear of leaving their family unprotected, and connected the policy to that emotional need. And the result? His close rate, it skyrocketed. Not because he changed the product, but because he learned how to speak directly to the emotional core that was driving the decision in the customer's mind. I'm gonna show you exactly how to unlock the same level of influence. When you master this, you won't just close more deals. You'll have prospects thanking you for selling to them. So step number one is to understand the elephant and the rider. Jonathan Haidt explains this in his book, The Righteous Mind. Picture the human mind as an elephant with a rider sitting on top. The elephant, that's the emotional, intuitive side of the brain. It's powerful, reactive, and driven by gut feelings. The rider, that's the rational side. The rider is logical, analytical, and thinks that it's in charge. But here's the truth. The elephant makes the decisions. The rider just justifies them afterwards. That's why people sometimes make decisions that don't make sense on paper. It's why you order fries instead of a salad when you're trying to eat clean, or why political arguments based on facts rarely change anyone's mind. Most sales models target the rider, facts, logics, features, but the rider, it's not driving the decision. The elephant is. If you want to close more, you need to speak directly to the elephant. Step number two, you need to tap into the 6 moral taste buds. Haidt discovered that humans are wired with 6 emotional taste buds that drive decision-making. These are moral values that are rooted in evolutionary psychology, and they explain why people feel strongly about certain issues or decisions that they make. So here's what the 6 are. First up is care and harm. We're wired to protect what we love. Next, fairness and cheating. We hate getting the short end of the stick. Number 3, liberty and oppression. Nobody likes feeling like they're being pushed around. Number 4, loyalty and betrayal. We stick with our tribe. Number 5, authority and subversion. We respect the proper way to do things. And number 6, sanctity and degradation. Some things just feel right or wrong in our gut. People, they prioritize these differently. One person might care about fairness, while another is driven by loyalty. Now, politicians, they're masters at appealing to these moral taste buds. They know exactly which buttons to push to rally support. In sales, it's no different. When you know which moral values matter most to your prospect, you can craft your pitch so it speaks directly to their core motivators. Step number 3 is identify your prospect's dominant taste buds. Your job isn't to guess what matters to your prospect. It's actually to uncover it. And they won't just come out and tell you. You need to ask the right questions to uncover their emotional drivers. Not what coverage are you looking for, but questions that actually tap into their core values. Questions like, what's most important to you when it comes to making sure that your family can maintain their lifestyle? If something happened to you today, how would it impact your family financially? What is your biggest concern when it comes to protecting your family? Let's say you're talking to a prospect that's deeply concerned about leaving their family unprotected because they personally lost a parent at a young age. That's care/harm. You wouldn't pitch the policy based on cash value accumulation. You would position it as a shield that protects their loved ones no matter what happens. Or maybe your prospect values fairness/cheating. They want to know they're getting a fair deal compared to what others are paying. In that case, you'd highlight how your policy offers more value for the price than any of your competitors. When you figure out which of these moral taste buds are dominant, you can present your offer in a way that feels right to the elephant. Step number 4, frame your offer so that it matches their emotional drivers. Once you know what matters to your prospect, you need to frame your offer to align exactly with those emotional drivers. If they value care and harm, position the policy as protection for their family. If they value fairness, show them how they're getting the best value for their premium dollars. And if they value liberty, explain how the policy gives them control over their family's future. If they value loyalty, tie the policy to protecting their family's future and their legacy. If they value authority, highlight the credibility and the financial strength of the company that you represent. If they value sanctity, position the policy as something that aligns with their core values. It's the same product, just different emotional framing, and that's why it works. Listen, if you've been relying on facts and features to close deals, you've been selling to the wrong part of the brain. Stop talking to the rider and start speaking to the elephant, because that's how you're going to be able to influence decisions. If this video helped you, drop a comment below and let me know which strategy you're going to apply first. And if you want to keep getting game-changing strategies to grow your agency, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Let's build a culture of greatness together.